Hey guys, it's Jesica AKA IntriguingOne here on YouTube, coming into you today on the ProofWLSWorks channel. This week's question is talking about, are you more social now since you've had weight loss surgery than you were prior to it? This is kind of a weird question for me as, I don't know if I have a social life at all to begin with. Again, those of you that know my story, you already know that I work full-time, I go to school full-time, and I have kids. So that doesn't leave a whole lot of time for social activity. The way that I can relate to this question best is talking about just being in social environments. I can tell you that that has changed for me. For instance, going out into public places. Anything from the grocery store to the gas station to any store that you would go into, a mall. Those types of situations, I was always uncomfortable tugging at my clothes, making sure everything fits. Things just didn't feel right. Always kind of having that feeling that people were looking at you or, kind of feeling like the big fat elephant in the room, if you will. And now I can go out in the public and I don't feel like I'm sticking out like a sore thumb. So it definitely makes me feel better about being in social situations. The other thing that's changed for me as well would be talking about pictures. This was something that just came up today with a group of local girls that I got together with here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we were kind of all commiserating about how pictures, prior to weight loss surgery, you were kind of always the one that would stand in the back, always hid behind my height. So I would have people stand in front of me just so that you wouldn't be able to see my body, or try to limit the amount of me that you could see, just because I didn't, again, want to be the fat one in the picture, if you will. That's changed. I don't mind having my picture taken with people or group settings or that type of thing anymore, because I don't feel, out of place. I feel normal, if you will. So I can tell you, as far as the confidence level that I have in social settings has changed. Considering I had children very young and I grew up very fast, so therefore I've never really had a real close social group, if you will, only because, again, when you're in your early 20s and you've got 3 kids, a full-time job, people who are 20, my age at the time, are in college and going out and partying and things like that. And obviously that doesn't work for a married woman of 3 kids. So I didn't really have a real tight social group, if you will. So it's hard for me to compare that piece of it to before surgery to after surgery, because there isn't a whole lot of difference. I don't have a lot of close friends even to this day, but again, it's more due to my lifestyle and my schedule. Now I work full-time, I still have kids, and I go to school full-time. Not to mention I'm focusing on my health, I'm training for a half marathon. It's like I don't really have a whole lot of time, so I kind of feel like I wouldn't be a very, very good friend, if you will, just because I don't have a whole lot of time to commit to building a relationship. I would like to get there, because I certainly would like to have kind of a close-knit group of social lights, if you will, that I could be close with. And, in a strange cyber type of way, that's what, the YouTube community and also the Facebook community has been to me, because that's really my social connection with a lot of other people who are in similar scenarios as me, similar lifestyles, and we can share our progress, our downfalls, our struggles, all of that we can kind of share together. And it, obviously with Facebook, it's like that's, you check it when you have time. And that could be, I'm on Facebook quite a bit just because it's on my phone. So whenever I have my phone with me, Facebook is on. So I don't ever sign out of Facebook. So I'm always constantly kind of checking up with people, seeing how they're doing, responding to some text messages, that type of thing. But that's really more of my social life at this point in time in my life. Hopefully once things change for me a little bit as far as lifestyle, as far as, you know, my career or my schooling. My kids are all older now. My oldest is 18. My youngest will be 15 in December. So I am getting up there to where my children are, one's on their own, and I've got two shortly there following. So I think then I'll obviously have more time for things like social activities, but weight loss surgery has made a difference there just because of my comfort level in my own skin, if you will. So that's kind of my take on this week's question. So hopefully you guys are all doing well, and as always, feel free to make a comment or a reply video on your answer to this week's questions. Are you more social now after having weight loss surgery? And if so, how? Share. See you guys next week. Bye.